Sairam. So my journey with Swami started because of my aunt, who was my mother's sister. She used to live with her husband in Jakarta, and whenever she used to come to Puttaparthi, she used to come with the NRI group, and that is how we got to know that there is somebody called as Sathya Sai Baba who is existing. And more or less, I call myself a free devotee of Swami. I didn't need it miracles or any tests of faith to get faith in him. It was just my family believed he was God, and so did I. So the journey started while I was 5 or 6 years old. I completed Balavikas, then continued to take part in different activities within the organization and all the wings, be it Balavikas or bhajan singing, Veda chanting, or any seva activities. And that is how my journey has continued with Swami till date. And I think the most fascinating thing about Swami is, um, for me personally, it is only after Swami attained his Samadhi that did I actually start experiencing Swami, funnily enough. Because I used to go yearly, we would make multiple trips to Puttaparthi at least 3 or 4 times every year. We used to just go as, some kind of tick in the box activity. Go to Puttaparthi, see Swami, stay there for 2 to 3 days, come back. So maybe at that time, it was not very clear for me as to why this avatar has taken birth and what is the purpose of this avatar. Maybe I didn't think about it enough. But once Swami attained Mahasamadhi, probably something very different happened to me. Like I started missing his physical form very much because, we will go yearly to Parthi just to see him. And suddenly, you are going to Parthi, but just to see a white stone of Swami who everybody are touching. So I think that is where my journey of connecting to Swami actually started. And today, by Swami's grace, I'm able to take part with the young adult leaders who share such rich experiences. And I think I've been a bit selfish enough as well because I consider other devotees' experiences as my own, and that is how I would literally connected to Swami today. So, if I need to give an example, this happened in the year 2018. So 2018 was the year I graduated, and when I when I was doing my bachelor's, I had absolutely no idea, clueless about what I was going to do in my professional life. So 2018 was the year where I graduated. I lost jobs. I was moving in between jobs, so it was not very clear, and I was a bit low in my life. But fortunately enough, I was associated with the Sai organization, and specifically, I was a part of a bhajan group in Chennai called as Sundaram Bhajan Group, which was started when Swami was physically there. So, in that bhajan group, before every bhajan, we used to decorate the altar. There is a beautiful shrine inside the hall, and I myself and another brother, we used to decorate Swami's picture, mop the floor, clean the floor, and everything. And when I was going through this phase, I actually, while I was cleaning Swami's picture, I gave him a challenge. I told him, this year, I want to sing in your birthday. So the practice usually is when it is Swami's birthday, all the senior members they come in the bhajan group, and you will not get a chance to sing. And I was probably the junior most, or ranking wise, if I can put it up that way. So I never thought I will get an opportunity. And that day I threw a challenge to Swami. Swami, I know you are there, but I do need some miracle at this point of time to strengthen my faith, to deepen my faith in you. So I'm throwing you a challenge which I think is impossible to happen. I told him, I want to sing in your presence. And the brother next to me, I very clearly recollect, he was like, Sai, are you sure that you want to throw this challenge to Swami? I was like, yes, because I'm yearning a lot for Swami. I didn't get any connect with him through my yearning. So probably he's the only person who's worthwhile yearning for and crying for even in today's life, is what I will believe. So I gave him a challenge. I told, if you are listening to me, if you are a silent listener in every conversation, make me sing. And it so happened, so it was in the month of July after Guru Purnima that I gave Swami this challenge. So that was a good gift I gave to Swami. So months passed, I didn't see any sign. And every Thursday I came, I was like, Swami, I told you. It's very, very clear. So it's not going to happen anytime. Now, the month of November comes, and suddenly one Thursday, we didn't have enough strength in our bhajan group. So we have our regular Thursday bhajans. We didn't have enough strength apparently on that Thursday. And there was this brother who asked me, Sai, will you sing today? Because we don't have enough people. I was like, definitely. So I remember I sang a bhajan, and the brother, he came, he told it was very nice. Keep practicing. You will definitely get opportunities. What bhajan? So the bhajan that I sang was Dasharatha Nandana Shri Ramachandra Dharma Samrakshakaram. That was the bhajan that I sang. It is very beautiful. It has three speeds, and especially when you sing it in the evening, it is very, very energetic. It gives you such energy. So I sang that, and brother said, you're singing very well, do practice, and I'm sure in the future you'll get opportunities. Even at that time, I was thinking to Swami, Swami, this brother is understanding my value, but you are not. So at that time, the maturity was like that. But what happened is something very, very different. So just before Swami's birthday, we do a very grand decoration in complete to the complete temple, and it so happened that the decorations was done overnight, and I get a message from one of the brothers in the bhajan group. He was like, "Sai, I remember you singing this bhajan, a few weeks back. Will you sing this bhajan tomorrow for Swami's birthday?" So I was like, brother, you have to be kidding me, right? There are so many brothers who are going to come. But, I was very happy, very ecstatic. I didn't know. I started crying. I started saying, sorry, Swami, I think I mistook you and everything. And the next day, so on Swami's birthday, there is a habit of us doing Omkaram Suprabhatam Nakar Sankirtan. Then we have youth bhajans in the morning, afternoon. Then we start early evening. And it so happened after Omkaram Suprabhatam, I lost my voice completely. I couldn't even talk. And so I realized what I at that point of time I didn't understand its significance. But after a few days, I understood that it was another test of faith that Swami had given me. So I lost my voice. I came back home. I couldn't tell my mother. I was like, I'm going to sing and I've lost my voice. I don't know what to do. But this time, I think Swami had taught me a lesson. He was like, if I can make you sing today, I've given you that opportunity for a reason, and for no reason will I take that away from you, right? So I didn't have that faith probably at that point of time. So my mom told, just go, just have faith in Swami, just go. I think that is a blessing that all of us have, right? Especially when you come from a family who are devoted to Swami. I think it is a great motivation for all of us. And I definitely look up to people whose parents have not been devotees, but they continue to be devotees of Swami, which is probably the best thing about today's generation, because none of the kids, none of the young adults have seen Swami physically. Very, very handful of them have seen, but they continue to do so much of seva or activities, which is really, really, in my opinion, it is much greater than anything in this entire world. So I lose my voice. I come to Sundaram, and the brothers are, they're very happy. They are like, Sai, you're going to sing today. I'm like, I don't have voice. I can't sing. I can't even talk. So I finish decorations and I sit with the bhajan group, and the bhajan team asks, are you ready to sing? So we practice before we sing. And I remember that day. So usually this bhajan is sung in a scale which is called C sharp or D. On that day, the energy and power was so high, they decided to increase the scale by half. I'm like, I can't even sing in my regular scale. Where am I going to increase the scale? And I remember, so if I was facing yourself like this, Swami Shiv was right next to me. So I just touched his hair and I told, I completely surrender. I have absolutely no desires henceforth in my life. You have given me a duty to sing, so please make me sing. That was my prayer. I had absolutely no thoughts about just today, I'll ask you again tomorrow, nothing like that. And I remember there was a brother sitting next to me. He used to take these pepper medicines just to clear his throat. So I said, brother, I need 2 or 3 of them today. I can't sing. And he gave me that medicine. And I remember exactly when I took the medicine, they kept the Shruti. And out of nowhere, I could sing. I take it as a complete miracle, right? Sometimes miracles, they can't be explained, they have to be experienced. And it didn't stop there. I think that was the beauty of Swami. We have very high expectations of Swami, but still he surprises us more. So, what happened was we finished our practice. I was obviously very, very much in a very emotional state. So, I was standing next to a door, which is the entrance to the hall, and from the opposite side entrance. So, there is a wall separating the two entrances. So, there is no chance for two people to see each other. So it is a customary that before Swami's birthday, bhajans, we cut Swami's cake. So there are representatives from the Bhajan Group who come and cut Swami's cake. And I was standing somewhere in this corner, and there was our Bhajan Group in charge who was standing in this corner. So there was no way we could have seen each other, spoken to each other. He comes out of nowhere, he calls me, and he tells Sai, you're going to cut birthday cake for Swami today. So, I mean, that is something that I did not even ask, right? So, I think in sometimes in life when we ask Swami, Swami, I just want this, I just want that. Probably Swami says, you don't ask because I'm going to give you something greater in life. And I feel that is what happened to me that day. And I remember I sang the same Dasharatanandana Sri Ramachandra. So that bhajan has definitely a very special place in my heart. If there is a genuine request that I have, it is definitely to not let Swami go at any instant of our life, because probably he's the only permanent thing that we have in this life, at least. And we don't know how much goodness we have done to actually come to him today. So I think if there is a prayer that I have to Swami, then it is to make sure that the entire world at least knows him and use us as instruments to reach out to them so that his grace is there throughout. And definitely I should believe, I mean, just on a funny note, I do pray that tomorrow there comes a time where just saying that you are a Sai devotee is like a granted visa, that you are you're a person of very, very high etiquette and very high moral values, and you cannot lie or do anything wrong. So it is a very childish like prayer that I have to Swami, but definitely it is to get the best of Swami in this life.